You don't trust the process, silent, intricate weaving of moments, the unseen connection between what you call mistakes. Everything happens for a reason, until you attempt to bend it to your will, believing in error that you know better than the universe, but you can't force the natural order of things. You can't dictate the currents of the river of life. Perhaps you look at my life and see something missing, but let me tell you, I'm happy. Every day I dance with joy, I taste fulfillment, I live in ways many can't imagine. Can you say the same? You cling to the idea that your will, your chosen path is the better way. Yet you don't see that you're cutting yourself short. I was creating something, a grand exodus, a magnum opus, a masterwork that would merge my talents, my vision, and my creativity into art that would set me free. Every artist needs a muse. My muse is still waiting, just beyond the horizon. In this age, people are told to narrow themselves, specialize, to shrink into a single field, a single purpose, find a niche, they say, as if life were a small box to fit into. But I'm different. I refuse to be confined. Once there were those who didn't fit the mold, explorers of thought and form, wanderers of the unknown, pathfinders for those who came after. They were not specialists. There were many things at once, they were whole. Life's a school. I'm still collecting my tools, each lesson, each experience preparing me for what I'm here to do. I don't question what happens, nor do I trap myself in a deeper rut of doubt. It may look like that to you. This waiting is quiet preparation, but I know better. Something good's coming for me. I know it. I feel it. I'm not expecting it, not begging for it. I'm readying myself. This is faith. To believe in the invisible. Be certain of the unknowable. This is the hardest thing to grasp and yet the most beautiful. You say I'm stuck, I'm lost, I'm far in. No. I'm far out. Out where the boundaries blur. Out where change happens. Out where life's not monotony of days. If no one dared go far out, the world would stay the same, dull and gray. These aren't the ramblings of a scattered mind, but the echoes of soul walking the path less traveled. Yeah, it's different. It's difficult. But the rewards are wisdom. The kind that multiplies in ways unseen. You won't see it now, most won't. But in time, the exponential growth of a life well lived, one that defies the beaten path, proof greater, richer, and deeper than any neatly chosen predictable way of being. The life not meant to be caged, but to be discovered. I'm still walking, still gathering, still creating for something beautiful. It's on its way. Imagine standing at a fork in the road. One path, well-trodden and predictable and safe. The other disappears into the unknown, shrouded in mist. Most people avoid that second path, afraid of what they can't see. But what if that's where the beauty lies? What if life's struggles and uncertainties are leading you somewhere extraordinary? Only you just trust the journey. What if every struggle, every mistake, every unexpected turn in your life was leading you somewhere unseen? Most people resist this process, fearing uncertainty. But what if the unseen path is where the real magic lies? Life doesn't always make sense in the moment. Mistakes feel like failure, struggles feel like punishment. But every challenge, every detour, every unanswered question carries purpose like pieces of a puzzle we can't yet see. When we fight the process, when we cling to control, we lose the magic of life's unseen path. Life's journey isn't linear. Mistakes, challenges, and detours often carry hidden meanings, lessons. We live in a world obsessed with control, planning our lives down to the last detail. Yet the most meaningful moments often come when we let go and trust the process. Life's not a straight road. It's a winding, unseen path filled with lessons we can't yet understand. Take any great figure in history. Rarely did their lives follow a predictable path. They faced rejection, failure. Yet in trusting the unseen, they created masterpieces of life and work. Couldn't the same be true for all of us? They build resilience, teach patience, open doors to growth. Struggles often lead to self-discovery and purpose. When you stop fighting the struggles and start seeing them as teachers, life changes. What feels like loss now may be preparing you for something greater. What seems like chaos is often a hidden order unfolding. Think of a moment when something didn't go your way, when a job fell through, a relationship ended, or a plan unraveled at that time. It just felt like the end of the world. Looking back, wasn't that failure the doorway to something better? Life's unseen path works like this. Doesn't give us what we want, it gives us what we need. The struggles, the pain, they're not setbacks, they're invitations to grow, to transform and to find meaning we couldn't have seen otherwise. Next time life feels uncertain, take a breath. Ask yourself, what could this moment be teaching me? Trust that even this part of the path is meaning. Let go of the need to force answers, let life reveal them. Struggles are life's teachers. They reveal our strengths. They strip away what no longer serves us. They push us to become who we're meant to be. We resist struggles because they're uncomfortable. But comfort doesn't lead to growth, it leads to stagnation. It is in uncertainty and hardship that the unseen path we discover resilience, courage, and purpose on. You're not here to live a perfectly planned life. You're here to experience life, to stumble, to rise, to learn, to grow. Trust that even when the path seems unclear, there's something beautiful waiting just beyond it. Let go of your control. Life isn't meant to be forced. Surrender to the process and trust that things will unfold as they're meant to. Reflect on your struggles, ask yourself, what's this teaching me? How can I grow from this moment? Find gratitude in uncertainty. Even in chaos, there's beauty to be found if you're willing to look for it. Stay open to the possibilities. The universe often works in ways we can't yet see. Be ready for the unexpected to happen. Life's a masterpiece. It reveals itself slowly, stroke by stroke, step by step, piece by piece. You may not understand where you are right now. That doesn't mean you're lost. You're simply on a path unseen to others. It's known to somebody. It's known to you and the universe. Trust it. Walk it. When the struggle feels heavy, remember, the most beautiful destinations are reached by the hardest roads. So just keep walking. You'll get there.
Yeah, he cleansed his soul and then he died.